The iPhone 16 is official. It's still a ripoff, at least part of it. But yeah, there's a lot of exciting stuff here, and it's still 60 hertz, which really irks me. But there are some significant upgrades in the screen, and the camera, and the battery, and the overall design with the ceramic shield, which is better now. Apple Intelligence is coming. If you care about that, we'll talk about more about that. But anyway, this is the first time in years that the normal iPhone has basically the same chip as the Pro. Now the Pro, it has one extra GPU core, I believe, from what I was looking at in my notes. But yes, no longer are the days of here, you'll get last year's chip. So that brings a lot of significant advancements here. We got a new screen up to 2000 nits brightness, which is good. Price hasn't changed. I'm happy about that. Still starts at $799 for the regular, $899 for the Plus. All the iPhone 16 models, not the Pro, the normal 16s, start with 128 gigabytes of storage, which still irks me. But anyway, tell you about the important stuff you care about, obviously, is colors. So we have the new colors. We have ultramarine, teal, pink, white, and black, if I got those right. There's a new camera button. So it's called, well, it also has the action button. I'm really happy about that. I just recently got an iPhone 15 for free for switching my line to T-Mobile. And it still has the alert slider switch. So I'm very happy that the button's there because I use the button all the time on my 15 Pro Max, which I can't wait to get rid of for the iPhone 16 Pro Max or 16 Pro because it's quite frankly, it's been a terrible experience. So yes, we have the new action button from the iPhone 15 series. They added it from the 15 Pro series. They added it to the regular 16. Happy about that. And then we have this new camera button too. So what it is on the same side as your volume rocker, basically where the 5G antenna thing is. It has a touch-sensitive capacitive camera button there. So what you can do with that is you can activate the camera shutter, and you can use it if you can press down like a light press because it can register feedback. You can do like the little viewfinder so you can get kind of a focused preview of the photo before you snap it. You can use it to slide your finger across and back and forth so that way you can get change different features or change for the zoom or different things like that. So I think the new camera thing is pretty neat. I also think the action button inclusion is good. Up to 2000 nits brightness screen. That's the same as the Pro last year. That's good. I believe they said new 48 megapixel camera, new ultra wide, and bam, we get macro. Yes, we get macro with the new ultra wide. So I'm excited about that. Hopefully it's good. I do like macro photography. So that's there. Still no telephoto in an $800 phone. So no telephoto, which I've been talking about for years. And there's no 60 hertz refresh rate, which is just, there's no 120 hertz. There's no ProMotion. Still the standard 60 hertz, which irks me because they were talking about all these cool things you can do with gaming, all the new improvements to the A18 Bionic Chip, significant improvements in ray tracing with hardware-based ray tracing, significant improvements to gaming overall. You can play all these console-level experience games, still limited to 60 hertz. Yes, we're going to get Siri 2.0. We're going to get Siri eventually. It's starting, I guess, in beta as iOS 18 rolls out. More features will become available in the coming months, so you can look forward to that. But yeah, it's like basically they took a lot of the stuff they even have with Siri stuff. It's contextually aware now, which is cool, so you can ask it and tell it things, and it'll kind of know some of your history with your chat messages and what you've done on your phone with your photos. That's cool. You can search context clues that you can find for photos. So you can say, hey, go find the picture of my daughter in the red dress from her ballerina lessons. It can find that. You can even find contextual places inside a video on your phone. So that's something that's really cool too. And you can shoot the spatial video and photography with your iPhone 16 now. That's something you could previously only do with the Pros. That's something I'm happy about. But yeah, listen to this. Improved thermal design with a new thermal substructure, 30% higher sustained performance during gaming, better ray tracing, 5 times better hardware-based ray tracing, and still 60 hertz screen. Like, it just irks the living heck out of me. I know that most people don't care about that, but in the year 2024, this has been standard in Android phones for like 5 years now. You should be able to get a higher refresh rate, even if it's just 90 hertz. That really irks me. So you can't do that, no third camera, and still have slow charging, still start with 120 gigabytes of storage. So those are my real 3 complaints, okay? 128 gigabytes of storage. I complained about this with the Pixel as well. I've complained about this with a lot of phones. 2024, they should be giving us more. Even the iPhone 16 Pro starts with 128 for $999. You can get the Pro Max for $1199, starts with $256. Also, everybody wants to know this. You can pre-order starting on Friday. They'll be available on the 20th. So I will pre-order mine on Friday, probably get the Pro and the Pro Max so I can figure out which one that I want. But I gotta say, I'm really, really happy here with what I'm seeing with the iPhone 16. I don't usually have a lot of happy things to say, but anyway, yeah, they do add some iOS stuff. You've got a bigger battery than ever. That's going to be good. You can do emergency SOS live videos now, live video shots. So like if you use your emergency SOS, you can send like a video recording too for more context of where you're at, what's going on. That's kind of neat. Emergency SOS satellite messaging, that's coming with iOS 18. That's coming with the phone. That's cool too. I've already tested that out with my kids. It's pretty neat. Of course, RCS support. And yeah, I want to go back to some of this Apple Intelligence. I got to read it. So you've got writing tools integrated with iOS. So you can write something and then you can have it summarize it. You can have it change it up and make it sound more professional. You can change the tone, and that's going to be integrated into iOS. Rewrite things using AI. You can create new emojis by typing descriptions. That's kind of cool. Image Playground, basically the same thing as the Pixel Studio. It's image generation, right? You type in a prompt and it gives you a photo. So that's something that we've seen a lot of places already. And visual intelligence, that's the new camera control. If you're familiar with Google Lens, where you can take a picture of something and it'll tell you what it is, you're going to get that. So you can take a picture of like a restaurant and pull up a menu, opening times, closing times, things like that. Take a picture of a dog. Oh, this is a Welsh Corgi. You can do that stuff. And then also with the visual intelligence, you can use it kind of like circle to search with what you get with Android right now, where you can take a picture of something and it'll give you more information on it. So anyway, yeah, we've got that. What else do we have here? We have the 2x digital zoom, which they call it like a telephoto equivalent. It's not telephoto. It's just a 2x digital zoom that has optical quality. Want to make sure I don't miss any other big stuff here. So much stuff. So much stuff. Siri 2.0, that'll be coming. And like I said, contextually aware. It allows for breaks in talking. So if you're talking, you're like, hey, tell me, what's this saying? Before, like if you would have a verbal pause or maybe stop talking, it might cut you off. It allows for that continuous flow of conversation. You can tell things like delete duplicate photos on your phone. It's going to be able to allow you to do more functions and features as it comes out. And it has the contextual awareness for personal context on messages and on-screen awareness. So, yeah, it'll be coming. It'll rolling out. They didn't say exactly when it'll all be available, but very excited about the update with the new A18 processor. No longer, again, it's not going to be last year's processor. They couldn't get away with that. And it sucks for people who have the iPhone 15 because the iPhone 15 had the iPhone 14 Pro processor, less RAM. So it's not getting any of the Apple Intelligence. So if you've got an iPhone 15, 14, 13, 12, you're not getting the Apple Intelligence stuff, period. No updated Siri, no Apple Intelligence. And there's really not that big of an improvement over last year's A17 processor. I think they said like 17% improvement, 13% improvement, 20%, like a little bit of stuff. The A18 processor is a 3 nanometer processor built on so many numbers. The A18 and the iPhone 16 is a 3 nanometer processor on second generation technology. So that's cool. But yeah, overall, I mean, there's some nice stuff here. If you like the iPhone, it's going to be a very capable, very well built out phone. I still have frustration with paying $800 and not getting a third camera, 128 gigabytes of storage, and then the 60 hertz. If they would just give us a 90 hertz or something along that line, something not 60 hertz, then I think that would go a long way, because they're charging a lot of money putting a flagship level chip in it, but then it's not really fully flagship level. They intentionally dumb it down so they can charge you for those features. In the Pro, I mean, you leave the third camera, I guess, whatever, but give us 120 hertz, at least give us 90. And that was a stopgap some other phone companies did for a little while. But yes, you can pre-order it starting on Friday. It'll be available in stores on the 20th. and there's new AirPods. The AirPods 4 I'm actually really happy about. They have two different models. So they have a lower model, $129, and then they have a second model, which is, I believe, $179 if I look here correctly from my notes. But it's neat because it'll be the first open ear concept they have if you get the higher model that has wireless charging for the case, and it also has active noise cancellation and transparency mode. That's something that's really cool. And the speaker for the case for Find My, so if you're looking for it. So that'll be neat. And one thing that I really like is because it's the open ear, you don't have the ear tips, but you're still going to get those benefits of the active noise cancellation and transparency. I like that with the AirPods Pro, but I hate the AirPods Pro tips. I love the AirPods 3, so having improved AirPods 4 that have some of those features, but still maintain that open ear concept, I'm happy about. They trolled us with the AirPods Max. No new AirPods Max. They just added some new colors and USB-C, so that's kind of funny. And then, yeah, I'll talk more about the Pro later, but I just wanted to talk about this, kind of make a narrow focus video, let y'all know new colors, pricing, availability, some of the upgraded stuff. I'm excited for people who want to get this phone, and it'll be a really good phone for a lot of people. If you don't need that extra camera, if you don't need the new 120 frames per second at 4K for slow-mo, cinematic stuff, if you're not doing a lot of video editing, video recording, that's really the big distinguishing factor. Like, if you really need the expanded photo and video capabilities, go with the Pro. If you don't need expanded photo and video capabilities, the regular one's going to do you just fine. And they're saying that, I think, with partners, so AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, stuff like that, they'll have stuff where you get up $800 trade-in value maximum when it comes to that stuff. But yeah, lots of improvements here because you're getting such a huge jump from the A16 to the A18. So we had a 2-year-old processor in the A15. We have the new one in the iPhone 16. So yeah, 2-year processor jump, that's significant. And also we have the new camera touch control thing on the side. The touch, we have the action button, which I'm happy about. And yeah, bigger battery than ever, better screen, better camera stuff. Lots of new things, new colors if you care about that, and the same pricing. So no price increase, happy to say that. And I would have had video overlay footage here that you could see, but last year, I don't know what the deal is. Apple doesn't want people making videos with their event. It was immediately copyright struck. It wasn't a copyright strike, but it was a copyright prevention. I couldn't even upload it. I tried to upload it, and because of the Apple footage I had used to show off in my video, it was blocked. It wouldn't even let me upload the video. So I had to strip all that out and then upload it sans the footage. So I'm sorry about that. You can blame Apple, and it really is a crappy thing that they do. But yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. So hopefully you'll like this. Trying to be rather positive here. I know that I have a lot of negative things I have to say about Apple and how they do business, but I'm happy to report that it should be a good phone. It should be better than ever. It doesn't have the titanium in it, so you shouldn't have to worry about the heat issues that my Pro has had. I'm happy about that as well. So if you want a really good iPhone and you've been on the fence about upgrading, this one might be a good one for you. And if you care about any of the Apple Intelligence stuff, which I really am not sold on it yet. Basically, I put a tweet out earlier saying that they got Gemini from Google and rewrote their homework. That's pretty much what it is. I mean, it's a lot of the same stuff that has a different name, just like some of the Samsung AI stuff. But I think Samsung AI is still the best for most people when it comes to a lot of things. But anyway, yep, AI stuff coming whenever, and we'll hear more about that later. But that's all I got. If you have any questions, comments, gripes, concerns, you're mad at me for making an iPhone video, go to the comments section. If you enjoy the video, if you found this helpful, if you want to see more Apple content, let me know, and I'll try and make it. It'll be better because I won't be in a hotel room in Berlin. I'm flying home tomorrow, and I can't wait to get back. I haven't had any Dr. Pepper in over a week, going through serious withdrawals. I've not had any Mexican food. Actually, I did. I'll tell you that story later. It was horrible, and it was Tech Tablet's idea. So if you go to Tech Tablet's video, tell him that he's a terrible, bad man for making me eat German Mexican food. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I can't wait to get home. So that's all I got. If you have any questions, I already covered that part. As always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.